God, I don't know if I can go on. Between The Saving of Christmas, Miss Velma's Gun Range, and Old Fashioned, these movies just keep getting worse and worse. I need a palate cleanser, and fast! Oh, good! Ninjas killing people. We're back to normal, 'cause I guess that's normal for me. Ninjas have been a very mythical and intriguing figure all throughout history. Not much is known about this elite group of secret fighters. That is, until the Cannon Group exposed all of their secrets in the very fact-based 1981 action film, Enter the Ninja. Enter the Ninja is the story of Cole, a ninja from Texas. Ha! Who does what all ninjas throughout history do, which is stop evil land developers in the Philippines. The film was directed by Menahem Golan, co-owner of the Cannon Group, proprietors of low-budget mainstream cheese fests of the 80s. They were the studio in the 80s for cinema snobs like myself to say, I'm too smart for that movie. But be thinking, I can't wait for the next Charlie Bronson movie to come out. Shit, did I just say that out loud? Golan's previous film as a director was the 1980 musical The Apple, which, as we all know, went over swimmingly. I can't imagine a better choice to helm epic ninja action than the man who correctly predicted 1994 in The Apple. Wait a minute. That song was about ejaculation! The Cannon Group presents the tattoo on some college girl's ankle. I do believe this person is Sho Kosugi, but I do not believe that it is either Franco Nero or Susan George. The full name is actually Enter the Title that's kinda like Enter the Dragon. Unfortunately, due to the black background, we cannot see all of the bees that are flying around him. I may have gotten the movie's story wrong. It's actually about Christopher George being trapped inside of a box. Here's the ninja practicing before being drafted into the Hunger Games, and then he impresses us with his amazing flute skills. But oh no! A ghost! The hills are alive with the silence of a ninja. The soundtrack is under the impression he's doing a lot more than just standing there. When these ninjas play King of the Hill, they play it for keeps. He disappears by carefully walking off camera. Now he's invisible. He's now being chased by an army of Kung Tai Teds and Kung Quan Tods. This is how insane millionaires clear brush from their lawns. They just send a bunch of ninjas through it. Who cares if someone gets killed? You know, that could have been just a kid building a treehouse. Too bad they don't take a cue from Godfrey Ho. This scene could really go for some unlicensed Alan Parsons Project music. I still don't know what they're fighting about, so I have to make up my own plot line. He's trying to stop them from building condos on the Arctic and ruining the polar bears' homes. Wait, that's stupid. I see they're now completing number 7 of the Osaki 8. Don't know what that is? Well, good. That means you didn't see the new Point Break. Let me recap. I didn't think this through. The water's gonna be very hard to clean out of white. I don't have that problem. On the plus side, your alarm system works properly. The downside is your lawn is on fire. Here he is at the final boss. And he used a cheat code. That looked very easy. So who is this masked man? Hashtag ninjas so white. That's a mustache that says, are you an auto mechanic? Are you in gay porn? Well, you too can become a ninja. But on Christmas Eve, even the strongest of enemies come together to worship the baby Jesus. This has all been a test, including fake heads that were not fake, and body armor which doesn't explain the hand puncturing or this guy's cut throat. It's now time for their ancient sayings. It's basically a lot of words for this is the church, this is the steeple. But Cole is now ready to be a ninja.
This scroll is your license as master of ninjutsu.
Being a ninja is a lot like fishing. So long as you have a license, you can catch your opponent with a hook and then cut their head off. The character of Cole was originally played by martial arts stuntman Mike Stone, but when it was discovered that Stone lacked proper acting ability, which must have been really fucking bad, Stone was replaced by Italian actor Franco Nero to play a Texan named Cole. How the hell do they get around that language barrier?
You are not to say anything more.
Let him speak, Master Kamari.
Oh, they dub him. Why couldn't they have just done that with Mike Stone? Don't worry about Mike Stone, he later became a tiger shark. Sho Kosugi plays his rival Hasegawa, who's just jealous that he can't pull off the Midwest dad on his way to the bowling team look. Cole goes to visit a friend, and when you've got your ninja license, why bother opening the gate? You've earned the right to hop those fences. Oh no, he's made a horrible mistake. He's on Bo Derek's property.
Find anything interesting?
Cole, you're taking a little too much liberty in groping that woman.
Oh, you old son of a bitch, how the hell are you?
I'm assaulting your wife. Good to see you, old friend. This is Frank, whose wife Marianne is played by Susan George. She's a little on edge since Straw Dogs.
Does she always greet your friends with a shotgun?
Always.
Do you always hop the fence when visiting someone's house? You can all relax. B-movie James Caan treats his wife with the utmost respect.
And that wasn't kung fu.
Well, whatever it was, maybe you should give Marianne a few lessons.
Maybe he should.
She's got a lot of spirit to her, doesn't she?
And by that, I mean he seems to want her to end up in bed with Cole. Unfortunately, land grabbers want Frank's property. They must have sold it to him when they were under the impression he was John McEnroe. It's a pretty nice place. It comes with its own Amazon Cannibal movie set. Luckily, Cole and Marianne seem to be getting along now.
I'm going into town. Do you want to come?
Okay.
Easiest dub job ever. How did Mike Stone fuck this up?
If you want to look around the town, I'll pick you up in half an hour.
All right.
You can really feel the chemistry. Seriously, you can. After watching Old Fashioned, this is like watching Last Tango in Paris. This village has everything, even a place that sells dollars, and it's run by a character actor.
I usually charge for information, but this one's on the house.
Wait a minute. I recognize this guy.
Santa Claus only brings presents to them that's been good all year.
Best do what he says or Santa Claus will put you on the murder list. There seems to be a bit of a scuffle on their property, and for God's sake, this movie should be called Enter the Susan George Getting Thrown Onto the Ground. Don't worry, he's still got the ninja license, the license to murder every single person doing something shady. I like the restaurants here. Their gimmick is a bunch of hungry people watch you eat. Marianne is trying to get people to work for her, but they're scared away by one of Biff Tannen's other ancestors.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry.
Why don't you do your drinking somewhere else?
Why do that when there's plenty of people to kick the shit out of here? Ouch. Well, there's another martial artist who's ended up in a wheelchair.
Stupid chair. Need energy. Need energy. So thirsty. Hurry. Oh.
Stop making me sad! This movie would be over much quicker if he just killed this guy now.
Hang around. I'll be back.
But then he wouldn't have been able to make that excellent Hook joke. Hook is too unintimidating to be the main villain. That's why we have Venarius, played by Christopher George.
Then why can't a simple piece of business be accomplished without all this aggravation?
Frank Landers refuses to sell his land, Mr. Venarius.
Mr. Parker!
No one dubs Christopher George, and Christopher George most certainly does not do his own bitch slapping. The man killed a grizzly all by himself.
We must have Landers' property. I want it. What will it take to get it?
This man treats land grabbing like Americans treat wanting a McRib come November. Here we have a typical Canon group casting session. Can you fit into a red ninja outfit? You're hired. Can you fit into a Ricardo Montalban wardrobe? Then you can be at the head of the table. And the casting is still a little unorganized.
Alberto Regulis sends it up front.
Ugh, why is everything I watch always preempted by sports? Now Frank is reminiscing about when he used to be Tony Roberts.
Hey, Frank. What about Africa?
What about Africa?
Okay, fine. So Cole remembers Africa all by himself. You know, back when Africa was once Vietnam. I suppose it's the other little things that make Frank happy.
Let's have a cockfight! Come on, let's go! Over here, everyone, around!
I don't know who to root for in this. Christopher George or the guy who does more cockfighting than Jeff Bridges in Heaven's Gate. But the bad guys aren't going to give up wanting this land so easily.
Mr. Landers, your workers have foolishly gone against the wishes of the Union.
Godfrey Ho was really the wrong choice to direct a Jimmy Hoffa movie. Cole gets him where it hurts, the part of his body that's already been amputated.
You forgot something.
Good grief, soundtrack. People just died. Meanwhile, synchronized swimming?
What do you think of my work of art?
Your ancestor Tiberius would be proud, sir. Given this is an 80s action movie, they really should have predicted a mustachioed tough guy would bring them down.
One man? We are afraid of one man?
Yes, he's like an army.
He must be pretty good then.
Franco Nero is not just one man. He and at least 100 other actors have played Django, and you mess with one Django, you mess with every Django. So what do the villains do? They send him a very stern letter.
Who's the note from?
There's no signature on it.
Well, it could be from the people who've been harassing us this whole time, but I doubt it. Surely the guy named Hook has nothing to do with this.
Listen, the hook doesn't mean a thing. He's just a fat little pig working for someone much bigger.
Okay, the Hook may be a bastard, but there's no reason to body shame the man. Cole takes a slight detour to remind this guy that there will be only one mustachioed badass in the film, and to practice his new zingers.
I gave him 3 seconds. He took 5. Anyway, I don't like guns. Take him with us.
We had a one-liner about time and one about guns, so we decided to go with both. They're just too good. It's like the action movie version of Linerama. Don't know what Linerama is? It's that annoying thing in comedies that triples the length of a joke. It's when the editor is really bad at his job and can't pick just one punchline. It makes for extra long bloopers in the ending credits. It'll make a great bonus feature on the DVD. Boy, this joke is really overstaying its welcome. Shit, now our comedy is over 2 hours. This place is heavily armed. How are they gonna get inside to get to their meeting?
What do you want?
Alright, Venarius only hires people that can be killed by simply tapping them. If anyone asks, Frank is looking for the nearest country western bar. So Ben Gazzar from Roadhouse shows up to also negotiate the land deal, but it keeps getting interrupted by Cole killing people.
Our offer for your land is very generous. You could be paid in cash.
And that last guy sounded like he fell in some dog shit. That's never gonna come out of that white suit. Anyone else left? Some are knocked out, some get their necks broken. It's whatever feels right in the moment. Uh-oh, now Cole has all of the guns.
Gentlemen, I believe these belong to you.
Good job, Cole. Now they can just shoot you. But instead, they simply fight him, the one thing he can obviously defeat them at. And what do you know? They're fine and they go off to have a drink.
I miss my old man when he was alive. He was never there for me. Maybe that's why I'm afraid to have kids.
Yeah, look, I'm your ninja, not your therapist. This is really coming out of nowhere. No one notices the bartender is giving him the evil Ratzenberger eye. But what do you do after you defeat armed agents of Christopher George?
You know what I want to do right now? Is just get stoned out of my mind.
Someone's in the mood to watch Enter the Ninja. Frank confides in Cole about he and his wife's marital problems, so Cole does what any good friend would do. He sleeps with her. This is our hero? Boy, this is gonna make breakfast awkward.
Anyone for tennis?
She hasn't played tennis in years. She's gonna be easily defeated on the court. Oh, so awkward. This is all very confusing to Venarius. Luckily, someone tells him and the audience the definition of ninja.
Ninjutsu, the ancient Japanese art of assassination. The ninjas were the private killers for the ancient Japanese clans.
That's preposterous.
Damn right it is. The word turtle didn't come up once in that definition. So there's only one way to stop Cole.
Well, I want a ninja.
I'll have to go to Japan, sir.
Then why are you still here?
Ninjas in 1981 were a lot like Cabbage Patch Dolls. Once one person had one, everybody wanted one. And what better place to go than ninja school?
You are certain your needs are for good cause?
Most certain, Master Komori.
See, if that's a face you can trust, then you're very bad at your job. They decide to go with Hasegawa because he's excellent at reenacting the opening credit sequence. He'll do just fine, though it's not impressive when you're just getting your weapons from behind the wall. Hasegawa meets with Venarius. At least I think that's them. It seems like they're afraid to get the camera wet.
And if you fail?
Then I do not wish to live.
Hasegawa's going through a bout of depression. He really needs this kill. Cole, however, decides to sneak into Venarius' office. It's the part his mustache was born to play. A security guard. Good thing they're doing this quietly.
What a crazy office this is. Got bad taste in paintings, though. It's the strangest office I've ever seen. Wonder where the vault is.
Ninjas. The silent assassins. Unless they have the crazy old man from Silent Night, Deadly Night making wisecracks.
They got blue movies here. Ooh, I hope this is one I haven't seen.
I'm pretty sure you've seen Who Reamed Rosie Rabbit. Hasegawa is currently sneaking into Frank's place, and he still hasn't learned to properly pat someone on the head. He couldn't have come at a worse time.
You look much better. Clean shaven. I think you should do it more often. Suits you.
Or maybe I should just grow a mustache.
Well, mustache rides would improve their marriage. Trust her on this. But when the lamp spontaneously combusts, that's when there's intruders about.
Marianne, wait for me! Where's my goddamn pistol?
She is already 3 times the man you are. Just go hide under your bed. Oh, thanks, dear. You've got a bat, just in case it was Babe Ruth who broke in. Even though he finds the shotgun, he still decides to keep the bat. Respect. How quickly is he gonna be taken out? That's ninja for fuck. Thank God Cole is here to save them. Or not.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
That's a little inappropriate considering what just happened. Venarius may be out 50 security guards, but he still has Hasegawa. That is, when he gets done helping the documentary filmmakers of Cannibal Holocaust, they paid him top dollar for this. Oh no, Cole has found Joe Gillis's body floating in the pool! And he was killed by a flashback! He didn't even get to tell him that he fucked his wife. Time for revenge. Ninjas may be special, but they ride the elevator just like regular people. Only they kill a lot more. That guy was a part-time employee who probably had a family. That guy was probably an asshole. These villains are so useless, they might as well just give him their weapons.
Pity he wasn't Japanese. He might have enjoyed his harakiri then.
Very true. The Japanese are very partial to Chicago Cubs announcer Harry Carey. Cole goes to confront Venarius, and I'm not sure these were henchmen. Now he's just killing anything that moves. And now that Venarius knows what a ninja is, he won't stop saying it.
You are here, aren't you, Ninja? Ninja? Ninja?
Plus his dog is also named Ninja. Cole knew to plant these fireballs in the enemy location he knew nothing about, not because he's a ninja, but because the movie isn't very well written. Well, at least it finally gives a couple henchmen some lines.
What's this jazz?
I don't know, brother.
Thus, their buddy movie that seems to have been going on simultaneously has ended. He's taking out all that he can. He's got to save Christopher George for last. George is still protected by a box.
I want my Black Ninja and I want him now!
And he's very spoiled. At least he's the only one to actually shoot it, Cole. Not that that helps. I know that kind of acting anywhere. It's the greatest acting ever. Perhaps in this final battle, Mary Ann can help him out.
Go home.
What about you?
I'll see you later.
Keep my mustache pillow warm for me. They gotta close the gates. They're also planning a puppy bowl for later. This is getting intense. Just get to the fighting! Thank you! Okay, I think chopping off his dick was a little unnecessary. Thus ends the classic story of a man who shows up to help a friend, bangs friend's wife, and then leaves. But not before saying goodbye to Grandpa.
A true ninja doesn't kill. He eliminates, and only for defensive purposes.
So in other words, he kills. Thank God all the loose ends are tied up. Like Hook now working for the airport?
But there are exceptions.
So you're now gonna kill another unarmed man? Awkward. Don't ever do that again. They sequel bait this movie hardcore in the last few minutes, and it does have a couple sequels. Kinda, sorta, not really. 1983 brought us Revenge of the Ninja, starring Sho Kosugi, so it has one of the ninjas in it, but playing a different ninja, not the ninja. I guess then it's true what they say. The show must go on. Then in 1984, we got Ninja 3: The Domination, which I hear is an outstanding piece of cinema from people who would never lie to me. Enter the Ninja was quite the box office success, so much so that it's credited with jump-starting the ninja craze of the 1980s, which explains why Godfrey Ho found the closest Franco Nero he could in Richard Harrison, who am I to argue with a movie that promises warriors of a lost martial art, hired assassins, human killing machines, things, stuff? I'll tell you exactly who I am. I am someone who does not like things or stuff, and this movie has both things and stuff in it. And people in 1981 seem to like it. Boo! Then again, without Enter the Ninja, we may not have had the greatness of Pierre Kirby. That's my original guilty pleasure. I guess I have to watch more ninja movies now.